Howdy y'all, Dr. K, and all the week 4 work that was turned in on time has feedback in the grade center. There's videos for the articles and text for everything else. Please go over your feedback very, very carefully. If your work came in late, I will get to it tomorrow or Friday, but today I got to get to a meeting. So there are a handful of APA things that were repeat mistakes in the different papers. You're working on your qual papers this week, so let me point these out. First of all, your font must have a serif. Serif are the extra little lines that make it easier to read. I can look at this right away, especially with capital letters. This is a sans serif font. Make your life easy. Just use Times New Roman. Don't get fancy. Just use Times New Roman. Please. Times or Times New Roman. It's okay. Either one. But it doesn't matter what your computer's default is. Doesn't matter what fabulous fonts you have all over the place. Just use Times New Roman. Whoops. And don't go past it on the ridiculously long list. All right. 12-point font, Times New Roman. In the header, too. I had quite a few people who remembered to do Times New Roman on their paper, and then they had a completely different font in the header because that was their computer default. Okay, you gotta look. You gotta look. Okay? Okay, I'm saying that a lot because I'm rushing. So, always, 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 indent first paragraph. When we put the title of a published work in our narrative, most people did this correctly, big thumbs up, but here's a mistake a lot of people did make. Well, it's kind of iffy, but it looks sloppy. You should keep the author and the year of publication with the title. It just looks better. It looks more professional. So this was written by Green and Blue. I know, I'm so creative. Slow down, Dr. K. Take your own advice. I want to get this to you. Green and ampersand. Blue 2017. Okay, and then keep going. Keep the authors and the year with the title. It looks more professional. Technically, you always want it. You're setting it off, right? In the article, blah, 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 right? You can hear it when you read it out loud. Read your papers out loud before you turn them in. I'm telling you, I do it with all my own work. Whichever hand I'm supposed to use. I can't remember. Right hand. Blah, 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 blah. Why is this in-text citation wrong? We don't use the word and in the quotation and in the text cite, and first initials are only for the reference page. Only for the reference page. First initials are only for the reference page. Okay. When the only time for an in-text citation that you should be using a semicolon is if it's a summary cite. That means I've got one article, I've got two articles, I've got 3 different articles where they all agreed with this same concept. Ooh, I know my body of work. You're not there yet. You're doing single article deconstruction. That's fine. But I had people who tried to use semicolons. You're only using semicolons in a citation if it's a summary. Summary 2 or more. Okay? Not for a single citation. So, blah, blah, blah. Now, let's say that this is just a ridiculous sample I pulled. All right, let's say I see quotation marks. What else do I need to see? Page or paragraph number. All right, so let's say this was on page 5 of the article. Those are the mistakes I saw the most. All right, forgetting to indent, not keeping the author's names and year of publication with the title, people using semicolons for things other than summary citations, and the font issue, especially the header thing. Your running header must be the same font as your paper. All right? What else did I want to say? Careful with extra space in text in reference with the title. Careful with extra space. I wrote this specifically to share with you guys. What did I mean? Oh, and oh, got it. When you are on the references, which should be on another page, but humor me. Okay, references, center. All right. If you have two initials, there has to be a space in between. So let's say I'm citing, no, don't do that. Green and green. Green, K, A, and blue, M, M. And then my year. I need a space in between. Boom and boom. All right? Space in between initials when there's more than one. Again, ampersand, reference page. You shouldn't see the word and with authors. In the body of my text, if I wrote in the article online, adult online education by green and blue, I could even do this. What's wrong with that? Why is that not correct? What did I do wrong? It's in the body of the narrative. You don't use the ampersand in the body of the narrative. The ampersand is for the in-text citations. The ampersand is for the formal citations on the reference page. In the narrative, and. Okay? Those were all my notes. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're in the middle of week 5. Oh, I'm sorry. What day is it?